There's a problem with the prisons. They're letting the criminals out. They're letting them all out, including serious criminals, including sex offenders. They are making room for the Lucy Connollys, who have done the even more serious crimes of social media posts. So they've got to make all that room, and they've got to come up with some solutions. And one of the solutions that they're talking about in relation to sex criminals is chemical castration. Now, it's already prevalent in Europe. Countries like Germany, Sweden, Scandinavia, they already do all this. It's mostly voluntary. There's some states in the US where it's compulsory. And that's what they're talking about here in the UK. They're going to be doing a trial in the southwest where they're going to be chemically castrating sex offenders. And it starts out as voluntary. I'm assuming the agreement sort of works out that the people who volunteer for it get reduced sentences or something like that, right? But what they're talking about is shifting it from voluntary to mandatory, so they won't get a choice. Sex offenders will have to be chemically castrated, which the procedure, as far as I know, is something like hormone treatment. They either inject them or they take pills or whatever they do. And the hormones, the chemicals used, reduce libido. So it's going to start out voluntary, move to mandatory. And this is the idea of letting them out early to make way for the Lucy Connollys. I'm sure most of us would agree that sort of bare minimum type punishment for some of the stuff in regards to these sort of offences. The only counter argument to any of this in regards to moving into it being mandatory is when they get it wrong, which does happen, right? Not always squeaky clean, right? So when they get that wrong and it becomes mandatory. But what do you think of it? What do you think of it? My preference is to see the offenders in prison serving out their terms and longer terms than what they're even given now, right? For some of the offences, keep people like Lucy Connolly out of prison for social media type stuff, and then maybe they won't get as many issues, perhaps. That's how I'd like to see it. What's your opinion of it all? Ta-ta.